Europa Universalis 4. I am Lord Forwent. Here, continuing the live stream from 2 weeks ago, actually, as Denmark. So it is 1491. We had a rather awful start, but this is what our empire looks like currently. We got Poland, Bohemia as allies. We have Novgorod as a vassal. Might turn them into a march, not sure yet. We've blocked Muscovy off from them. We've also conquered some of the Baltic states here. And we also invaded, at the end of last episode, invaded and took over Scotland, since I realized I have not yet done, Iron Price or something? The Iron Price, conquering the Danelaw region. Hello. Unfortunately, the problem being that actually taking out England is going to be a bit of a struggle, seeing as England's military is still stronger than mine, let alone if I get help from someone like Sweden. I've got 28, England's wandering around with up to 49. So we got some cannons though. We also got just started on the defensive idea tree to get some morale so I can actually fight them. We're surprisingly not in debt, although I believe both Norway, and Norway is not, but I believe Sweden is. So we also have loyalty for at least another 9 years, and we'll see. Is this a world conquest? No, this is not going to be a world conquest. If I was going to do a world conquest, I'm going to be starting one probably maybe next week after the Poland patch comes out, because that's going to make religious ideas usable again. So that should make a difference. I want to try and get this run. I want to do coin is stronger than the sword, the iron price, and the Denmark established trade company and have 10% team market share. That one's going to be hard, but I'd at least like to get this one and maybe that one. I think that's all the big ones I really can do offhand. We may go colonialist if things come from. Thank you, Average. You've now donated twice. You really don't need to donate that much, buddy. So I'm going to just get started right here, since I don't think I need to tell you guys what else is going on. We're at least stable. I don't know if we have the Renaissance yet. We do actually have the Renaissance. Did I build the Renaissance? I think I might have. Ah yes, I did develop the Renaissance in my land. I was curious about that. And we can't core Inverness up here because we don't actually... It's out of our coring range. And now, unfortunately, Scotland has allied France. We do have Poland, Lithuania, and Bohemia to help us. Honestly, my next move probably should be go beat up Muscovy if I can. Because in a year I'm going to get help from Poland, Lithuania, and together we might be able to win that. We'll see. German Unity Day, huh? Interesting. Also, in 3 years, we can start annexing Norway, which we're going to want to do pretty much as soon as we can, because Norway itself is not that valuable of a union, but also, and it will keep Sweden loyal. Okay, ooh, this is actually going to be useful. Easing the tension should help quite a bit. Since Novgorod's already a vassal, there's no reason to get annoyed over it. I believe I did raise unity here, but we still have a little bit of unrest. If anyone has any tips for me at the beginning here, that would help. Hello there. Let's see, what do we need? We can't afford any advisors, unfortunately, and we don't have any good military ones. Muscovy did go economic, though. Poland went humanist. Sweden has gone trade. And offensive, so at least that's not entirely useless. I think if I'm going to attack Muscovy, I need to wait till I at least get military drill for the morale. So let's put my army that's in Scotland to drilling, get a little bit more potential manpower and stuff. What's my opinion of modern day Germany? I think modern day Germany is doing really well overall. It's taken them a while to recover from, you know, being divided into two entirely separate countries for ages. But I don't really know tons about Germany other than historical stuff. Let's put Prussia as an accepted culture, just so I don't have to risk any rebellions from there. Hopefully Poland doesn't seem to care too much that I own Danzig, Konberg, and Memel over there, so that's good news. Get some tradition going. Do we have 10 favors from Poland? We have 10 favors from Poland. Now, if we were to attack Muscovy, Poland would not join us because they're in debt. Okay, what does Muscovy's army look like? 36,000. Where is Sweden? Has 14. I suppose one-on-one I might be able to beat Muscovy. Although they do have increased shock damage, which is going to make it a lot harder. Not sure what I should go for my second idea. Any opinions? I was thinking influence for the better control of vassals and stuff. Humanist might not be bad if I'm trying to control a lot of Orthodox land, although I could just give it right back to Novgorod, which would be the obvious thing to do. I think I need to stop these rebels. Apparently I didn't actually boost that. Okay, that's going to decay. I don't mind having no income from those provinces. Not relying on them anyhow. Focusing diplomatic power. I'm going to have to change that in a couple of years. I think we'll annex Norway first, though. Go colonial ideas? We're still not going to be able to get there for a while. I'm honestly tempted to wait till I get to 10, because right now my furthest range is here, and this is still a lot shorter than England's, let alone Scotland's. I just hope Scotland doesn't go crazy and try and use France to attack me. That would be... I'd survive it, probably because I could kill Scotland before France lands troops, but it would be good. We have a new heir to the throne, apparently named after his father, Christian II, Christian von Wittelsbach. Pretty good heir, 10, and we've got an 8 queen, so I'm happy with that. Can we annex Norway yet? We can start integrating Norway. Perfect. Colonial, yeah, I'm going to take colonial eventually. I need to go colonial. I need to colonize my way around Africa if I'm going to get... Pretty sure most of the tea in the world is located over in Asia, right? Is there any tea in Europe? Just offhand, I'm trying to think of where. I'm pretty sure all tea is located mostly in Asia, and I need 10% of that, so... And we need trade companies. Yes, I will name a general average at some point. Just let me avoid a war as long as possible, I guess. We have a discipline advisor. Could we get Poland to help us now? Oh wait, since we're gonna do this anyhow, let's do that. Cheaper annexation cost. 12 years and then we'll have Norway integrated. What are you asking, Mass? Do I think Belgium is a real country? Belgium is a country. Unless it's got a slightly different name I'm unaware of. Do we want to see if we can get a Diplo advisor? No, but we have lots of spies, apparently. Boy, you want to find a spy, come visit Denmark, apparently, at the moment. Target allies. Okay, so Poland and stuff are friendly. If we were to attack Muscovy, Poland would join us. Bohemia would not, because of the distant war, and the Palatinate as well. I kind of want to wait till Muscovy picks a fight with like Kazan or something. They have reasonably low manpower. Poland is okay. Lithuania seems vaguely stable. I don't know what their next bonus is. Maybe I'll move my army back to Europe. Let's do it that way. Then think of picking a fight with them. South Karelia can be made into a state. I'm not going to though, I want the tech. And the idea group more importantly. Really kind of want to do influence. The aggressive expansion reduction would help quite a bit, but then I think I'd still be able to do exploration afterwards. I just wouldn't have any admin ideas. I could do religious, because I am going to get a lot of Orthodox land, but that'll be under Novgorod. I think we'll definitely go Protestant if we can. Definitely want to hit the Protestantism. It would almost make us tolerant of them. I don't know if there's actually any bonuses for humanist stuff. There's religious unity, but there's not actual tolerance. But I could take Edict of Toleration. That might be the best move, honestly. We're going to have Orthodox subjects and other stuff. I'm not going to end the Mughal one. The reason I stopped the France was the update. I didn't want to, I don't like dealing with the hassle of going back to the old stuff. I do want to go back and do a world conquest as France. That would be like one of my ideal world conquests. Poland is in debt. I think I should wait a little while longer till they get out of that. So no, I don't intend to end the Mughal playthrough. At least till I get the Empire of Hindustan achievement. Oh, that's lovely. Poland's picking a fight with Hungary, Austria, Castile, Ferrara, and Genoa. Aye. I'll help. How bad is this going to be? It's going to be a rough war. We have cannon, but that's me. I don't think this is a smart move on Poland's part, but live and learn, Poland. Maybe you'll live, maybe you'll learn. Sorry, Red, I don't know what you're asking. We can get a discipline advisor, so let's get that going. We're going to get another... Oh, we do already have Age of Discovery bonuses, so let's make sure we have at least free war taxes. Austria didn't join the war. Interesting. Well, that is nice to see. No Austria makes this a lot easier. I think I'll focus on sieging down some forts. I think if Poland becomes a strong ally, that would be good, unless they suddenly, of course, desire the rest of my land. A strong Poland is a worthy ally. Still a couple months to go. We're actually annexing Norway reasonably fast. What do we want? I'll take transfer subject. I don't think there's anyone I can technically really beat to seal subjects, but Muscovy does have a vassal I could steal, theoretically. Castile would be a nice one to attack if I could get a hold of Naples, but I doubt that. Anyone else have vassals? I don't think there's a way to find out if anyone has unions. Burgundy has... still has a union over Flanders. But they are allied to Bohemia. Darn. If I play another nation, you recommend Bohemia into Germany. That would be a fun one to do, Bohemia into Germany, but I've already done Germany, so... At least for a while I want to try things I haven't done yet, like play in India, try a world conquest. That would be awesome. I'm almost tempted to just say, you know what, I'm going to do the hard thing and do it as, like, try and do it as Rikuyu and just keep restarting until I figure it out. Because it almost feels like I might as well really challenge myself since there's no way I'm going to get it offhand. Humanist or influence? Well, I'm fighting a lot of European wars right now, so influence would be ideal, I think. But again, humanist would make a much more stable realm in the long run. Plus the reduced separatism. Oh. Moldova into Romania. That would be a fun one to do. What do people think? Do you think it'd be more valuable to take humanist and have a stable realm going after Muscovy, or take influence and have a much lower chance of a coalition? Of course, it's important to remember Muscovy is Orthodox, so I do get less of a penalty attacking them. No one seems to care, so I'll do humanist for now, I think. Because I'm going to be wasting a ton of Diplo points annexing both Sweden and Norway, or sorry, integrating them, not annexing them. So I'm not going to have a huge amount of Diplo points for a while anyhow. People are saying influence. Interesting. Well, I can switch back if I have to, since I haven't actually taken ones. For now, I'm going to do humanist because of the random events, but I'll try and remember to do influence. The problem is I'm going to be stuck on that for quite a while. No, there's the power of Castile, Naples, and Aragon. It's not good to see. Yeah, the Diplo would give me a lot more in the long run. For now, I'll stay on humanist for now, but I'll try and remember to actually go and take the Diplo influence ones. The events are better, so we'll stay with that. Okay. Well, if we could get Hungary a little bit less interested in this war, it could be over soon. Poland is doing an abominable job winning this. Right now, I'm the only one who's actually successfully sieging things, other than those initial forts, which I'm going to guess were mothballed, considering Poland took them in like a month. Can I call Germany Deutschland? Because you're German? I guess so. I'm part German too, so I care about Germany, I guess, to some degree. That's gonna be annoying that they just retook Pest, though. What was the war goal? Oh, that fort is... Okay, we already have the war goal. Good. I guess I will head to their capital and hopefully take that. Naive enthusiast. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Poderbrand died. Interesting. If he dies, we do have a chance of getting someone on the throne. I'm not trying to get control of Poland yet. Brandenburg, you really got yourself into a mess there. We have another... Oh, high income. In some ways, the generic mission tree is kind of strong for very certain things. So. Where I come from? Well, I come from New England. I don't particularly have a strong accent, though. We've had actually several debates over if I'm actually English or I'm actually American or Canadian, even someone said, which was odd because I didn't think I sound Canadian in the slightest. So, okay. If we can take over Hungary's capital, that might get this war over with. I'm worried that there's a chance that Muscovy will attack while I'm in this war, which would be an absolute disaster. You can call me either Lord, Lord Forwind, or Forwind. Either one works. Technically, if you're going to use the Lord as in a title thing, you can use Lord, you can use Forwind, Lord Forwind, but Forwind would be improper, but I don't care that much about that. So, just so long as it's vaguely good. One of those three, really. Sorry, I'm focusing a little bit on this war here, because this... I wanted to get it over with. Specifically, I like this manpower recovery speed, which out of all the ideas of Denmark, I think might be my favorite. Manpower recovery speed. Not too many nations actually have manpower recovery speed if you go and look. Very few, actually. The ones that do are usually like great powers like the Ottomans or Russia or somebody. There you go. We are ranked 8th in the world in military, though. Cool. You have no siege ability, and you're not that good of a general either. That's fine. One by one, they go to slaughter. Oh, there we go. They actually won that fight. Sometimes the AI is an idiot and marches in one after another to die. Fortunately, we're not going to get any Diplo power for quite a while. And we're out of manpower. However, we're half done integrating Norway, so progress. I don't really know what else you can do, Average. You're doing a great job of talking to people and keeping the channel going. The only other things you can do are talk to people about it and keep showing up. Or find games that I can play legally and safely on YouTube. Why is this war drag? Oh wait, I bet I know why the war is dragging on. Because of the stupid color mechanics. There we go. I occupy that. Let's give this all to Poland. I didn't realize I have occupied that area. This is annoying. The color is very similar. Come on. There we go. Yep, that's all they wanted. Lovely. Oh, Ragusa has grown. Cool. I should have gotten quite a few favors from that war. Yes. Enough to call them into a war versus Russia once they've recovered. You've definitely been my biggest supporter so far, Average. You've donated a lot of money, which I don't really think that's a wonderful idea, but thank you for the donation. I really do need to get some rewards for super chat and stuff, but oh well. Halfway done, pretty much, with Norway. I'm surprised we didn't fall into debt in that war. I'm very happy about that. Ooh, I could throw down that guy. That might put me right on the border of falling into debt, though. Let's see once it adjusts the trade efficiency. Oh, doesn't help when your advisor dies. Ooh, you're cheap. Oh wow, I got to keep an eye on this. 0.64, that's lovely. Yeah, the only bad thing about Prussia is border guard. It's a little bit rough, isn't it? Oh, if I could attack Scotland right now, I could kill them, but I can't. Not for another couple of years. France is not doing well. France is doing really terrible, actually. They got attacked. Scotland joined and got defeated, I'm gonna guess. Yeah. That's not good. The last thing we want is a powerful England. Still at expanding, but still get coalition and lots of rebels. There's a lot of ways to lower aggressive expansion. Influence is the easiest. Taking influence ideas, 20% less. If you're Catholic, becoming papal controller will get you another, 20%, which is huge early on. Should we try to become papal controller? We are going to want to switch almost immediately to Protestant. Actually, no, I'll do mercantilism or mercantilism to get that extra trade. Especially since I'm competing against all people like someone like Lubeck. I think this is a center. This is not. Oh, this is not a center of trade. That is strange. I'm surprised they didn't give this a center of trade. They just gave the sound tool instead. Oh. Well, we've got a couple of the trade ones there, so I'll have to upgrade them. I'm curious, is Lubeck a level 3 trade? No, Lubeck is only 2. Interesting. Well, you can work around coalition stuff. The burghers need to know their place. Ooh, the great naval reform. Admin, diplo, military power, and naval. Thank you. We are not going to take humanist though. We're going to switch over to influence, but we don't actually have enough diplo power at the moment. So there's nothing I can do on that front. I really wish there was a way for me to take Lubeck. Unless Austria is too busy in a war. Curious. I don't think I'll be able to get away with this, but... yeah, Austria would still join. Or France. I can't even intervene because Austria is not a great power, but I would if I could. 3 more years. France is probably not going to be able to help Scotland anytime soon. Poor France. Poor Scotland, really. Should probably add like South Karelia into a state. I have It's always the tough debate. Do you get a tech or do you actually invest in states? I must add some type of bonus there. Probably a papal thing, because now all of a sudden I'm losing money hand over fist. Let's get a claim on Scotland's capital. Okay, England did get claims on my land, so I do have to be a little bit wary of that. And Muscovy isn't doing anything at the moment. Probably can boost relations with Bohemia and the Palatinate, though. Wait, they don't actually own that? What are they down to? Oh, no, they do own that. That was weird. I'm guaranteeing the independence of the Palatinate, and they've expanded a little bit. Actually, they've lost land due to that. No wonder I was guaranteeing their independence. I don't want them to die. We have our dynasty on Bavaria too, right? I want to ally myself to Bavaria, but I also don't want to risk losing more diplo power. The Danish Empire will rule the sea. Ah, I love Germany. Did not know that. Eventually we will. We have to get some heavy ships to deal with England, unfortunately. Oh, that is bad. Look at that. England took quite a bit of land from France, who still refuses to ally me because they have too many diplomatic relation slots with everyone else. Who are my rivals again? England, Russia, and Hungary. Ah, I have power projection. That's good. I don't want to insult Russia, though, if I can avoid it for now. Norway is the Renaissance. That's going to help you in the last 4 years of your independence. Little bit. However, in a couple months we should be able to get the first influence idea going, which should get us a little bit of income from Novgorod, whose land is terrible. Oh, they actually improved their land a little bit. Interesting. I don't know whether that was before or after I fought them. Really want to pick a fight with Muscovy. Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna actually take the money. Give me the money. I think that was my best decision, right? No, that wasn't. Cancel that. Put a workshop in my capital. That's actually more valuable. More money we can make, the better. Sorry it's not interesting at the moment. We're just kind of waiting at this point, really. Unfortunately, Denmark, despite its power, Norway and Sweden is not a massive early game powerhouse. But in fact, we can get another idea going. Yep. Manpower recovery, that'll help the tiniest amount. 240 a month. Look at the admin power, since at some point colonialism's gonna fire. Just not yet. We're not gonna do active uniformity, and when's the Protestants coming? Anytime now. Anytime the Protestants will arrive, we will desert the Catholic Church and get a much better religion. Since I don't think we're going to manage to kill any of the, kill off all the other Catholics. Or sorry, remove them from the game. We're not technically killing them off. France would defend Scotland now. Darn. If I were to attack England, Portugal, yeah, of course would be involved. Silly France, I've got to say. It seems rather stupid to them to be, you know, guaranteeing nations when they're almost dead. Where did colonialism fire? London. So England discovered the New World. Interesting. Well, I don't know if I'm actually going to get that easily. I mean, it won't be totally locked into just England, so maybe it'll spread to me. I really need to give them more things. Ooh, last jousting tournament. Nice. Draft the Scandinavian Constitution. Gain a stability, admin, diplo, military, but I lose Sweden as... add them as a historical rival. I'm gonna take the prestige and legitimacy hit. It's better to have a loyal Sweden than tons of monarch power and a disloyal Sweden. Especially since there's no easy way of getting rid of historical rival penalties. At least that I'm aware of. I could attack not Muscovy. We're slightly behind in tech though, which is a problem. I don't really want to integrate. I can't integrate Sweden until 24. So for now, let's focus military power. It's going to slow down our getting down the influence ideas, unfortunately. What's this? Pluralistic government. Institution. Embracement. Diplomatic tech. Progress, but at the cost of unrest. I'm going to take the Royal Council. I don't know why you'd want all those penalties. Okay, still can't get anything from my estates yet. Have I done a Germany run? I have done Germany. I have not, in fact, done it as the Palatinate, though. Ooh, loyal subjects. Yes, please. Look at that. 104 annexation of Norway. Oops. Okay, Norway has, in fact, been integrated into our empire. Now let's get some states out of this. Ostland. Well, land debt, I guess. What else? We'll take the Vestland. Actually, I might as well just add all of Norway's, considering I don't have to deal with autonomy or anything. Or they have autonomy, but I don't have to deal with, you know, unrest or anything. Sadly, we are not tolerant of Norwegian culture at the moment, but that's not a major problem. Tick forward to next month, see what our actual... Slightly over force limit, not a huge problem. And our fleet, though, might be a little large. Just a bit. Oh, that is nice, though. Norway has heavy ships. Or had heavy ships, because Norway no longer exists. Perfect. I will raise that fort, though. And now we have Iceland for our future colonization. Doing a platinate into Germany would be fun. That could be an interesting one. Okay. Protestant Reformation actually started in Sweden. Cool. We're going to defect immediately. There we go. We're going to have lots of instability, though. And unfortunately, unless we're very careful, we could lose Sweden as a union. Because we have... Oh, no, we won't. Interesting. Just have high liberty desire. Support loyalists. Not enough. That. Convert provinces. Let's start at the bottom. In fact, we're going to be able to convert all these Orthodox provinces we had before, because now we have increased conversion strength versus heretics, which is hilarious. I really should have conquered more of Muscovy first, I guess. Okay. Sorry, just grabbing a drink. We have an achievement for integrating Norway. Let's take that. Or, sorry, a mission. Let's get that. A little bit more power there. We're going to go for the tech rather than an idea. And we actually have some money, but we're losing money, and that's not what I wanted to do. Cancel. Let's instead get a workshop there. You know what? Trade might be useful. There we go. Let's throw down another trade. Riga might not have been the right place to put that. Let's cancel that order. As powerful as Riga is, we don't really need it. That would be much more useful. There we go. Hopefully this doesn't cause us to plummet horribly into debt. Unfortunately, the supporting loyalists is a problem. It's an issue. Not entirely sure how to deal with that at the moment. I probably should... Oh, my fleet's in good shape too. Let's do South Karelia then. Add that to my land. Can we get monarch points yet? No. Great. Genoa is interesting. I just think it's too poor. Ooh, Danzig. What does Danzig really need? Manpower. Okay. I think Danzig's... Oh, is in a state. Okay. Wasn't sure if I had put them in an actual province yet. Also, apparently very disloyal because of the intolerance. Of course, of course. We're not going to be tolerant until we hit admin 10. On the other hand, we are also going to get the Count's feud soon, which is going to be exciting, and the potential of a civil war if I'm not careful. This could be a very bad couple of years here for Denmark, Norway. Yep, already on the mothballing of the forts. I'm also going to fire the Diplo advisor. Still not enough. Darn. It's the supporting loyalist that's the problem, but I don't want to risk Sweden getting another supporter of independence. I guess I'll annoy the burghers for a little while. We've got 20 years till we can integrate Sweden. We could theoretically integrate Norway, but not worth it. They don't fear me in the slightest. By the way, I'm not going to pick a fight with Muscovy, at least until I deal with the Count's feud. Because that is going to be annoying. Although if I get legitimacy to 90, I don't have to. Ooh. Reforms of Dorothea the First. That's our ruler. Admin, Diplo, military. Cool. I will take the military. But I think after that we have to focus on improving our legitimacy. Okay. So land is going to start converting reasonably fast, which is good. At least we're going to get our core provinces converted. No church power yet. 7% religious unity though from 3 provinces. They're converting. Doesn't look like anyone else is, although there's a little bit of a spread of... Oh, there we go. Cleves has converted. Okay, so there's going to be 1 HRE, 2 Scandinavian centers of reformation. Hopefully that'll be enough. I can't mess around with Scotland, unfortunately. Can't really mess around with Muscovy. I'm kind of a little bit stalled at the moment. I got insulted by Pomerania, though. Because he's a babbling buffoon, apparently. Orthodox Genoa to Italy would be fun. Danish timeline? What? You want to see the timeline to this point average? We're not that far into the game. I could show it to you, but it'd be over immediately. Okay, I'm suspecting 95% of our problem with money is because we don't actually have enough religious unity. So I'm not going to worry too much about that. Okay. Yeah, that's getting it a little bit more under control. And so long as we get enough conversion done before the Count's feud occurred, we should be in good shape. Okay, my army's back in my capital. Let's get you to drilling. We actually can support another military unit if we could afford it, which we can't, so I'm not going to worry about it. Although I really should try and get some more of this Orthodox land converted now that I'm looking at it. We'll annoy the nobility just a little bit. Okay, states. Highlands. Morelia. I want to do the Russian states while I can convert them. Oh, I managed to pick an awful lineup here, didn't I? I'll just go indulgent later on. There we go. Highlands are dealt with. Corona has been dealt with. That should also help a little bit. It's going to hurt my religious unity, though. Yeah, a little bit. Helps my economy, though, which is what matters. Okay. Got drilling, we got stability going on, we got 19 years so we can mess around with Sweden. Although keeping Sweden around wouldn't be a bad thing, because Sweden's actually a rather good union to have. Let's try supporting heir to Poland's throne, maybe? I doubt we'll win this election, but... Oh, we have no diplomatic reputation at the moment. Never mind. We can do another alliance, though. France is getting killed by Castile now. Lovely. Everybody I want to become allies with is getting killed. Brandenburg hates me. Brunswick. Interesting. Saxony hates Bohemia. Ugh. Any chance I can ally myself to the Ottomans? No. I really have no good allies. Holland, honestly, probably be one of my better ones. Let's see, alliance. Yeah, just northern Germany. None of which is particularly good, although Saxony apparently is the strongest of my options. I should have gone Coptic. I can't just go Coptic randomly. I can convert to Coptic later on if I get Coptic provinces, but for now I'm locked into what I have. Norwegian revolts. That's going to be a problem. Well, that's a lot of military power to waste. I'm going to strengthen government, actually. Looks like I'm going to have to deal with the Norwegian revolt. Lovely. All of that land is terrible. I hire... No. No really good people to hire, unfortunately. At least the provinces are converting. Please timeline. Okay. Oh, Coptic Genoa. Here's the timeline. You go average. We haven't really gotten that far, though. There's conquest of the Teutonic Order. Conquest of the Baltic going on. Conquest of Novgorod. And then simply the invasion of Scotland. This should be in momentarily. There we go. That's where we're at right now. I don't really know why we need to see it this early on, but whatever. Progress has been made. I can get military support. 50. Not that useful. Oh, what is your grievance with me now, Sweden? Oh, events. And better Diplotech. Darn. Can I afford to develop any of your provinces? Currently 50. I'll develop one province. That should keep them under control, at least till I can get my prestige up and going. Yeah, at least I'll continue holding on to Sweden. What's my favorite sport? Esports, of course, video gaming. Esporting. That would be the best answer, but no. There's not a lot of sports I enjoy, unfortunately. I like watching golf. I've never played it, though. Okay, missionaries converting. Center of Reformation's working on some Danish provinces. If I can get this under control, I should be fine. At least until the Count's feud appears in 83 months. Not looking forward to that in the slightest. At least I get a yearly legitimacy, which will help a bit. There we go. Small conversion of the Orthodox provinces. See, I'm pretty sure the Center of Reformation can work on provinces that aren't in a state, but I'm not positive. Fencing and archery. Sounds fun. Always wanted to learn defense, never managed to do so. So far, at least. Let's not annoy Sweden. General has died. Okay, average, you're gonna get a general. We have no idea how you're gonna do, but hopefully you'll be above average. Oh, yes, you are in this case. 1511. Pretty good general for this time period. We have been in a couple wars, so that helps. Really do need Diplo power, though. Oh yeah, I forgot I gave a ton of influence to these guys. There we go. I can either take yearly prestige or get a tech soon. The yearly prestige actually would help a lot at the moment. There's the Norwegian separatists. Let's go crush them. You know what? I'm going to take the yearly prestige and the chance of new heir. We'll just have to build up to Diplo power on its own. Let's raise this fort so I don't actually lose that all. I should be able to win this, but might be a little bit rough. Of course, as soon as I lose troops, Sweden's going to come rebellious. Power of a good general, I guess. Okay, that actually went better than I hoped it would. Nice. I thought I'd make a half-decent pitcher, and I was pretty good at it, but when I was young, my baseball's coach was one of my friend's dads, and so he got to be the pitcher. I can convert a province, or I can get some stability. I'm actually going to take the stability, and we're going to strengthen government. I'd like to avoid the Count's feud if possible. I've got to get to religious unity of 90 to really avoid it. Oh, that's always nice. A little bit of power there. How are we doing religious unity wise? 31. Oof, that's terrible. Suppose I could boost it with active uniformity, but I don't think that's worth it at this point. Yeah, once I get another heir, I'll make Black Cat an heir, I guess. Although it sounds a little bit weird to have an heir, von Witzelbach, but we'll see. Our heir is going to come of age soon, which is nice, although I hope the mother rules for a while longer. There we go. Faster prestige recovery. Did I get it? I don't think I got admin power from these guys yet. Oh yeah, they don't actually have enough influence. Huh. I guess I'm gonna have to give a province to them. Give them these two provinces. They're not that valuable. I want to be able to get some admin power from them. There we go. And we'll boost strengthen government to 90. That way that will stop the Count feud from making progress even when it does fire in 61 months. Plus, of course, less rebellious provinces helps as well. Estonia is going to revolt on me soon. How is my Center of Reformation doing? Actually converting some of my neighbors' provinces, which is a problem. Well, at least the core of Denmark will be Protestant right through here, so that'll help, I guess. Nice. I like baseball, but coaches and friends, unfortunately, friends of the coaches' children also got a lot of influence over where they were, so I spent most of my time playing outfield, which was fine in a sense because I could run and catch, but I was a much better baseman, but coach didn't think I was good enough, so oh well. Sweden has lost some liberty desire, which is nice. Anna Holt became emperor. What in the world? Huh. Well, Austria lost the emperorship, so who's Anna Holt's allies? Brandenburg, Lüneburg, Munster. We call in the Palatinate. We could almost call in Bohemia, Poland, if we had a Diplo advisor. 4 years. Oh, if we had a little bit more diplomatic stuff, we could get that. I suppose I could boost to 100 legitimacy, and that would... Let's try that. Let's try this. We are going to boost to 100 legitimacy. And then we will look at... Oh, the trust is just a little off. Darn. I could probably beat that. It's going to include Brandenburg and a couple other people, but... And Munster. How strong is Brandenburg? This could be a major breakthrough for us. 13,000. Miltech 8. We're Miltech 8 as well. We get the Platinate, but I almost don't want to call them into the war because they're going to die. I'll boost the favors with them. I just had a little bit of money. Might actually be worth taking a loan. I'm going to debase currency. I don't usually do it that much. Then we will hire this person just long enough to start the war. There we go. This is a little bit reckless of me. But we outnumbered them heavily, so... Not a big problem. Get an admiral on the fields. Hunt enemy fleets in the North Atlantic, I guess. Retreat if you can. Can't really retreat. Okay. We didn't actually lose any ships there, so not a problem. Let's pillage the northern part of the HRE then. Okay, they've backed off. Yeah. Planning on colonization? Yes. I am planning on colonization once I actually get, going. Right now I need to build up an empire capable of killing England of all people. Which you would think would be easier than it actually is. Let's also get rid of this Diplo Advisor, put it back down to the lower level. Free war taxes while we can get it. Let's occupy their capital if we can. Considering they don't have an army because of rebels, really, it's perfect. And if Poland and others can get involved... What? Wait a second. What's going on here? Oh, Muscovy's attacking the Crimea. Or Crimea. It's too bad the Ottomans aren't allied to them. Otherwise they'd get crushed. Hey, looky here. We have Syria, and Hisn Kaifa has actually gotten a little bit larger. Other weird things are going on. Provence is still alive despite losing a lot of its land. Venetian Balkans is an unusually large site. And the Pope has been beat up by Naples. Interesting. Yeah, once I take over this area, our next idea group will go towards colonial ideas, exploration. I'd like to get at least Canada, but I also need to start working my way around Africa, which will take quite a while to get there. I'm a little bit concerned right here because my allies are losing. That is kind of worrisome. We heavily outnumber these guys. Why are we losing? I suppose I do make up like half of the military, but still. That's a dumb move, Poland. Ay, ay, ay. Who else is in this war? Oh, a couple people right here. Ooh, we could probably take Hamburg. If I play it right. Hamburg, I guess. We can get Hamburg. That will give us a lot of trade because we're going to take Lubeck anyhow. I think we have a claim on it. No, we don't. Okay. Well, let's at least try and take over what we can. Apparently the AIs felt they needed to pull back to help with other wars. Or other places. Come on. They're not playing around forts well. This is a problem. It's actually kind of a serious issue. Let's get another cannon on the field since we're like one regiment short of actually being able to barrage. Hello, Belusaran Empire. Nice to meet you. We are going to act forcefully, cost us some of our church power. We have 40 months to end this before we have to deal with the Count's feud. Holstein's going to convert. What are we looking at here? Go with Memel, I guess. How's our center? Oh, good. 2 more conversions from the center being done. Protestantism has spread that direction. Good. Let's see what Novgorod is picked for ideas. They have the Renaissance. Economic and offensive. Interesting. Novgorod actually is going to have some good generals then. 13 Danish colonies would be cool. That would be awesome if I could do that. I don't think I can, but you never know. I'm really worried about how badly... Oh, France won that war. France beat Castile, Aragon, and Naples on their own? Wow, and gained a province out of it. Very impressive. Wait a second. Did they get Elan? I bet they got Elan. They did get Elan. Elan or Elan? I'm not actually sure. Come on, allies. Do your job, please, and win this war without needing me. You should be able to do this. It's not hard. If you guys keep committing suicide, though, into armies, it will. Yay. This right here is pathetic to watch. Okay. Well, we'll barrage it. That'll help quite a bit. Hamburg is always hard to take because of their ideas and high-level fort. Plus 25, yeah. Belarusian. Yeah, I couldn't think of it offhand. My apologies. I know how to say it, but it's Belarus, so Belarusian would be... It's not Belarus... I don't know why I said Belarusian, because I know that's wrong. My apologies. Brandenburg might want to leave the war soon. Okay. This fort somehow is still standing, which is really impressive when you think about it, considering how bad the AI is playing. That would explain it, though. They keep pulling off all their troops to go fight elsewhere. If Berlin falls, we should be really good. Should be in wonderful shape if Berlin falls to rebels. Ah, actually, we don't even need that. There we go. Let's get rid of Berlin. I could have theoretically stolen whatever this is called. I'm going to get this wrong, so... Uckermark, maybe? Probably not, considering I don't speak German. Okay, let's take Diplo power because we're behind on that. At some point I need to swap back to Diplo strength. There we are. Hamburg has fallen. Can we take its capital though? I don't want to, of course, trigger a coalition. That would be a coalition. We're not going to do that. Since they're a free city, this is annoying. Here's another thing. Since it's a free city, I can't actually vassalize it. Yeah. That is actually a thing. Let's take money and force the religion. Ooh. Someone has been murdered. I could take money and admin power, or I could find their killers, lose corruption, gain prestige, admin power, and diplo power. Okay, not entirely sure why I would declare him a traitor offhand. Good. England, since it still owns its French territories, colonialism is spreading quickly along the coast. Is Bremen willing to leave? Soon. Okay. Let's barrage this. Protestantism is now entrenched. Nice to see. Still rapidly converting Norway, which is good. 47 religious unity. England's pretty confusing. England is, of course, an amalgamation of languages. The English are the greatest thieves in the world for that reason. With the Germanic language, that uses a lot of Romance words. It's hard. All that Latin. Latin's much easier to understand than Germanic languages. Okay. We're not going to take the next influence ideas, we need the tech. But we also do need colonialism. That would be a rather key thing to keep my tech costs under control. Looks like people are starting to want to leave, so I really just want as much money as possible out of this. Okay, Munster's out. I can't take money from Lundberg, but I can piece them out. Bremen, I want to take you. I want to, yeah, take money. And Anhalt should fall on their own anyhow. There we go. Honestly, in some ways, I kind of want less countries in the HRE overall. Easier to conquer in the long run. Inverness. There we go. Ooh. We must punish the perpetrators. There we go. Of course, as usual, since they're a free city, we can't vassalize them. Of course, religion, take money though. We got 100% war score versus Lubeck. Now is the interesting question. Can I take all of Lubeck's lands without triggering a massive coalition? I can. There we go. Lubeck has fallen. There's no trade leader, so the Hanseatic League is gone. I could have vassalized them, but I don't want to. There we go. Okay, so that was actually a very productive war for us. We should have a mission done, yes. Danish trade. Trade efficiency and sailors. Unfortunately, I have no long modifiers other than uniting Scandinavia. Can I take these guys? I could, but people would defend them. Plus, I'm pretty sure I annoyed all the HRA. Yep. HRE is a little bit angry with me. France doesn't like me particularly either. Ooh. England's weak, but the question is England weak enough? 46,000, Miltech 9. So yeah, England's still unfortunately stronger than me. No military ideas though, so theoretically I could fight them. But I'm not going to risk my newly increased Baltic Empire on a maybe. There we go. It's almost a stereotypical joke about former Soviet countries. We're going to decline that, which is going to annoy the HRE even more. If I attack Muscovy, Poland would join. I can't really afford to attack Muscovy at the moment because they're Militech 9. Okay, we're going to wait a while. Keep converting. Try and get my avoid the Count's feud if possible, if at all possible. Mothball forts, so I'm making money. I don't like mothballing forts now because it's not as useful as it was, but in this case I need to. We are gaining enough sailors. I can leave these guys hunting fleets in the North Atlantic. Let's check one thing first. Navies. England has 8 heavy ships, no galleys, and a lot of light ships. So, actually, let's not have you hunt fleets. Oh yeah, Auto Alliance. Could I look at that? No, I'm allied to Poland. That's going to annoy them for the rest of the game. Let's do outraged countries for the moment. Yeah. Okay, more conversion, more progress. This is exactly what we need, despite how long it's taking. Our religious unity must be getting pretty good. 53. Yeah, I'm not going to get it done in time. We're definitely going to see the Count's feud. Ooh, good military power, though. Nice. This might actually be a game where I theoretically could get the a traditionalist achievement with naval. Where is it? 90% Army and Navy tradition. I still haven't bothered to get it. I mean, it's not like it's a seriously hard one to get. You just have to bother to do it. Yeah, I need to get this army drilling as well. Considering we have no manpower to speak of as Denmark. Okay, at least we have prestige penalty, but everything else is positive. Whoops! What is this? Palatinate is attacking Württemberg, Switzerland, and Ulm. We will join because they are of our family. And there's a chance, of course, we can get a union over them later. Ulm, I guess, should be our first target. Ulm. There we go. There's Ulm. I always don't know why I keep drawing a blank on that. We're not going to be able to get military access to the area, though. I'll have to wait till somebody else gets it, and then I'll march through. I'm not the only one in the war, though. Frankfurt's involved, so this could go in our favor. And Switzerland didn't join, so... Come on, Frankfurt! You can do it. You're not going to do it. Ooh, they did. That is lucky. We can do past Blasphemy Act. Nope. We're going to go tolerant as possible. Oh yeah, the Norwegian Wood Achievement. I haven't even really attempted it. I did it briefly for a while. It's not fun. It's so hard. Owning every... First of all, surviving as Norway is tough, let alone everything else. Much slower conversion speed now. We have a chance of the Count's feud. Doesn't look like religious turmoil is going to be a problem, though. Okay. No for the military, no for the Diplo. We're actually suffering, unfortunately, unbalanced research. I don't know how to correct that, really. I really need to beat up Muscovy so I can get Novgorod's lands back. Oops, what happened here? England beat up Scotland. Oh, that's not good. It's really not good. I mean, I'm not in any trouble. It's just not good that they're doing that. Let's go siege Ulm. Actually, someone's already sieging Ulm. It doesn't look like we're actually going to have to send troops. Yeah, we should be fine. Sweden's there. That should handle any problems. Yeah. In fact, I think I'm going to ship my army over to Aberdeen. To make sure that I'm not about to be invaded by England. Let's get another cannon on the field. Early on, of course, cannon's kind of not useful, but better to have it than not, I guess. Interesting, we're losing money now. Oh, because of the reinforcement cost due to sailing. Fair enough. +2 production in Konsberg, though, which is being sieged. Or was, until Sweden, performing an amazing job, has arrived to save me. Go Sweden. Really wish you had taken defensive ideas or something. Offensive will work, but defensive would be better. How am I going to kill England? Oh! I have an idea! I have an idea. If I can quickly fabricate a claim on Scotland, I can attack them, vassalize them, and then use their cores to conquer some of England, then annex them later on. Of course, that's a powerful thing. I just always forget to keep doing it. This army is going to be too large, so let's split you. Get a second general on the field. Okay. New plan. Vassalize Scotland. Do nothing at all in these wars. There we go. Lieutenant Ulm is out, and that should be Würzburg soon? Or Württemberg? Sorry, Württemberg, right? Yeah, Württemberg. And, okay, Ansbach is actually back. Bavaria just got clobbered. Wow. That's not good. And apparently Ansbach is now a bishopric, as is Augsburg. It's annoying that I annoyed the entire HRE with refusing to return unlawful territory, but what choice did I have? Yes, Gaeldom is a thing. I always forget that, since I don't deal with it. I want to take both of those ideas, but it's not worth it. Is colonialism reached my lands yet? Almost. Why is it not spreading to my lands? Ah, no friendly provinces. That would be why. Okay, well, once it spreads into some of these, it should immediately jump to me. East Friese is a thing, so once they get it, I should be good. Be, of course, one of the few that spreads even if you don't have a friendly one. Ah. We're getting a lot of free monarch points here as Denmark, which is nice. And let's fabricate a claim on you. Cancel that. And there we go. Their war. Take over Scotland. Steps to dominating the British Isles. Take over Scotland. Step 2. Desperately try not to die to England. Okay. I don't believe they're going to be able to form Great Britain, but I don't know for sure. They're actually not doing as well against France as I thought they would. Yes, France is actually winning. This is amazing. Go France. I really would love to ally myself to France, but they won't listen to me, unfortunately. Silly France, you could have a very powerful ally who would have helped you in both of these wars, but oh well. Why is this war over? Ah, because Maine owns those provinces. It's a little bit stupid. There we go. They got the province back. And the Palatinate owes me tons of favors. Good. Shame I can't vassalize them, because they're an elector. I've just gotta hope and pray they actually lose their heir and I get a union over them. Probably not gonna happen. But you never know. There we go. Argyle has fallen. That should be Scotland under control. Nope, not yet. And there's a chance of a coalition. Only Munster. Okay, we'll beggar them first. We'll force them to revoke their core on my provinces. Okay. That way I don't have to deal with their stupid demands of please give me back these Scottish provinces for the moment. And then we can't actually afford to pay off their debt. Oops, miscalculated slightly. Now, I only hope that England doesn't start guaranteeing their independence offhand. And mothball forts. Should be good. I wish we had a fort, though. It's a little worrisome not actually having a fort up here, which means I have no really safe places to retreat to. Suppose I could throw one up in Inverness, which might slow down England. I mean, I suppose I could put it in Scotland's province itself. Aspect of faith. We are going to go with missionary strength. There we go. So, new vassal. That's progress. More conversion strength for the moment is what we need. What are we looking at this? 64. If we get to 70, we're in great situation. Oh, more conversion. I'm going to be impressed if I avoid the Count's feud, because that always seems to occur in every game I play. If, of course, Denmark ever goes Protestant. The sheer amount of interest is killing. Oh, actually, I may not need to colonize that much. Apparently Scotland is colonizing for me. Not that the game has decided that I need to actually know what my vassals' lands look like. Yeah. I have no idea where their colonial nation is. No idea in the world. Probably in Canada, I'm going to guess, or Greenland, but still. Okay. We need Diplo Monarch points. We also need Military Monarch points. Easy does it. Any questions from anybody? Because we're kind of paused at the moment. Can't really expand much until we can tech up. There we go. We could get Militech 9. I need colonialization. Oh. Apparently Poland has decided it's time to beat up Hungary again. This might be a slight problem because my army is actually not in my normal provinces. We do have 17 transport ships, which is pretty good for this period of the game. Just get the silly colonialization. I don't know why, but I dislike colonization as a institution. Trying to get it is always such a nightmare. Maybe we don't actually have to send troops. You know what? I don't think we'll actually have to send troops. Involved in another war. No. So why do we not need troops? Hungary, of course, has no forts after those two are taken, really, other than their southern ones. I guess I'll keep my troops in reserve for the moment. Also, let's disable supporting loyalists in Sweden. They no longer hate me up there. Prestige is solving half my problem. Although I will move to defend my trade provinces. We actually, surprisingly, have the ability to hit a golden age. we may need that to beat England. Just saying. England is that annoying. Although I'd hate to waste a golden age so early in the game, but then again I rarely use golden ages to their full potential anyhow. Sweden? Come on buddy, you can do this. There we go. Sweden has saved the day. Perfect. That should be all we need to do to help in the war. Hungary is now willing to surrender. Saxony's capital is under siege. We have the ability to get 2 tech levels once we actually get the silly Renaissance colonialism. Okay. Six years till we can annex Sweden. Although whether we want to actually annex Sweden at that point, I'm not entirely sure. Faroe Islands, Shetland Islands. Ah, this might be our opportunity. England has now fallen into the War of Roses, which is a disastrous time for England. Let's see what we can do. We're going to win the Hungary War, so that's not a problem. Scotland still really hates me. It's annoying. Okay, let's see what this will take. If we were to attack, Austria, Portugal, Savoy would protect them. Obviously, we can't call in Poland at the moment. We're going to wait a little while at least to see how bad the War of the Roses is going to be. Plus, they're going to also have some rebellion up here in Scotland. Surprised there was no, like, Robert the Bruce or William Wallace event for Scotland. Or maybe there was and I just didn't see it. Smash the rebels. Who are you and who is your ruler, in fact? Alexander IV, Duke Alexander IV of the Stuart family. Interesting. That makes sense. It's the Stuarts. The Stuarts ruled Scotland for ages. Okay, we're just waiting on the institution, really. Saxony's out. It's good to see. The question is, do we want to do a naval battle at all versus England? And I'm not sure we do. Let's merge my fleet, though. I would like to think that 3 heavy ships, 9 light ships, and 12 galleys could beat up England. But again, it's England of all people. Heavy ship combat ability. It's not going to be fun. There is a Robert the Bruce event in the game. Or it's actually... It's either William Wallace or Robert the Bruce, which fires if the Scots lose all their lowlands. There's a revolt that can occur. Hello, artillery only. Nice to see you. Are you new? I think you might be new. I don't think I've seen you before. Unless you changed your name. Okay. One last fort to fall on Hungary, and then hopefully that war will end. Let's make sure I don't own any provinces. That was what was delaying the war last time. I don't. Good. I'll stay out of that mess. Reformation is branched out. Started in Poland, of all places. Interesting. The reason I want to wait till either the War of the Roses gets worse or better is because then I can always take advantage of England's weakness, but also I can call Poland to fight Austria, which would be nice. Austria is rather weak, though. England has 57,000 troops. I only have 38,000. Can I raise any more men? I can. I hate to do it, but I should probably put in a couple mercenaries. Hate to waste it, because that's going to make me lose money, even when I'm at war and at peace, pretty much. We got to win this war. We can break England once. Just once we have an opportunity. Okay. Colonialism is spreading to my lands. England is Miltech 10. Miltech 10 is not a huge bonus, and we can always get to Miltech 9 if we need it. We just need this Hungarian war over. Hopefully without Poland and Sweden falling horribly into debt. Nice to meet you then. And Will, very nice joke. Okay, Scotland. Why don't you like me still, Scotland? Okay, you're almost under control. You're still losing money, sadly. Colonies killing Scotland. It's a problem with colonizing if you have a poor economy. You don't get anywhere. Any questions, artillery only? If you do want to chat with more people who play Europa, if you play it, we do have a Discord. I don't think I actually have the link in the description, but I can toss it down if you need it. Tend to mess around and play games. Mostly Paradox games, so. Okay, how is England doing? England is struggling. This would be our opportunity here. Don't have Poland, but we don't have Austria. Okay, it's time to strike. We are going to go conquest. Where's my conquest claim on? Oh, it's conquer on that. Okay, we're gonna do the conquer on that then. England, declare war. Take that. Can't call on anybody, but if this war ends soon enough, we might be able to pull in Poland. But we don't have to deal with Austria, so the only danger we have is Portugal or Savoy, and Savoy is not a threat. Okay, let's do this. Let's tech up, though. I hate wasting the monarch points, but we'll go reformed, so we do more shock damage. Okay, this is it. This is it. If we can win this, we've got the English Isles are ours to plunder. If we lose this, we're in some trouble. If the Pope takes and gives away colonies? Are you saying like they actually physically take and give away the colonies, or they declare one area of the world is to be colonized by a single faction or single country? Oh, look at this! Look at this! Look at this! The English. No, sorry. The English Navy was running away, and then I realized they have a 35 stat coming after me. Whoops! I was a little too brave there. Run away! Run away! Run away! Okay. Luckily, England is relatively weak. The civil war they're in is just going to clobber their manpower. If they don't take care of it, they'll get overrun there. I'm going to neglect, obviously, their possessions in France. That's not a problem. Oh, come on. Please end this war. Just end it already. I could theoretically, I could just leave the war at this point. I don't think anyone would care that much. But on the other hand, I lose all those favors I've got. It's a tough debate, There we go. They are moving, in fact, into... Where are they marching up? This is weird. Why are they going up there? Okay, well, if they're going to flee to Sutherland, I will trap them on the Orkney Islands and overrun them. Oh, nope. Apparently they're not going there. They're going to hide. There. Oh no, they're using... Oh, see, this is confusing. The fact that you can march from here, and then to here. There's like 4 or 5 different ways. And Inverness, of all places, does not have a pathway. I wish I had more church power, but I don't. Okay. What am I achievement trying to earn? I'm trying to earn several. I'm trying to get the iron price, which I've never bothered to try to do before. I'm trying to do coin is stronger than the sword. And I'd also like to do the Danish trade company and get 10% tea market share. All of which I would love to be able to do. We'll see if it works that way. I think I've caught the English army. Good. Time to die, England. Oh, it's very fast on getting away. Not going to get away there, though. Modest level. There we go. Took out the English military. Progress. Can I get into... No, they've already moved to block me. Good. Typical England. To defend their channel, they will do anything to prevent you from taking a naval crossing, even when that's not really a problem. We, of course, are outnumbered here, so we're going to have to be very careful. Do I have a better... I don't have a good advisor. Fire you. I really could use a discipline and morale advisor. You're level 2. I hate level 2s. Oh well, whatever. I'll take it. We're going to fall into debt, but if we can beat up England... Even if we just retake Scotland, I'll be happy. So that'll be, what, 5 provinces alone? We just need to take this line of forts that are here. Once we can get past these 2 forts, West March and Northumberland, we're good. We can overrun the rest of their lands. Actually, since that fort is not in fact occupied by them, I probably could get past it already, but we have a hostile siege going on in Lubeck. Savoy, of course. I'm really starting to think I should just leave this war, because this is getting ridiculous. Sorry, Poland, but if you can't win a war without needing me there the entire time, you shouldn't have picked the fight in the first place. There we go. Essex, okay. So they're advancing that direction. No waste more military power. Barrage my way through the fort if I can. Oh, I can just march right past the fort too. Convenient. Let's go for London if we can get away with it. I suspect, I could be wrong, but I'm hoping some of the English military is locked in France because they were just fighting them. No, doesn't appear to be. We take this army out, please, 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 please. Yes, nice. Okay, England's in trouble now. They can't really rebuild. They're out of manpower. Actually, no, they've got manpower now. They've got enough mercenaries, I guess, to rebuild. And can we barrage London? Can, in fact, barrage London. Perfect. That is a 24 stat coming from my head, though, which is a problem. Mercenary discipline? Maybe? Can we return land to Scotland? What do we need for that? 50 war score. Ugh. May have to waste a golden age to win this. My 2 armies together might be able to beat England, but on their own I don't think they can win. The War of the Roses should still be going on, right? No? Wait, the War of the Roses is over? No, it isn't. They've still got Pretender Rebels. Okay. Sorry, for some reason I thought the War of the Roses was over, and it isn't. That's good to see. No, not gonna win that. That fight, maybe? Yeah, it's gonna get away. Yeah. Let's take morale, I think, would be better here. Morale of army and navies. We have 4.8 morale, which is pretty good for this time period. I don't want to lose my forts up there, though. Shoot. They saw me, I'm getting into a fight, they're instantly going to kill me. Oh, or not. We're still going to lose, but I think we're going to lose. Yeah, we'll lose. We do have superior morale, we have superior tactics. We do not have enough troops on their own, though. Where are you fleeing to? Okay, they're actually fleeing a reasonable distance this time. Last time I fought a war with England, my troops fled like 5 feet and died instantly. We're going to be out of manpower though, so let's slacken recruiting a little bit. And can we talk to the nobles? We can. Not going to help much though. Still shy on military, still shy on everything else. Okay. If we can get this army rebuilt, I think we can beat England on West March, because this is a hills province. We just need to rebuild fast enough. Really? They've got a claim on the Orkney Islands. Huh. It's ours and will always be. We're not going to give you any free land. What is going on with Sweden? We lost the siege of Lubeck, which sucks, but there's nothing we can do about it. Can't really fight the English Navy. Don't really shouldn't be trying to fight the English Navy, in all honesty. Let's wipe out a small army. There we go. 900 a month reinforcement. Not what I need. I need more than that. How are they? What is England's military? They've got 18 mercenaries. Wow, okay. Apparently they've decided that mercenaries are going to be the way to win the war, so I will raise mercenaries as well. Okay, England's also marched south, which is kind of a dumb move on their part, because now I can take out their army on this fort. Stack wipe, please. No, but a good victory. Solid victory nonetheless. Okay. Really, I can actually pursue and wipe out English armies now. I just need to actually have an army to do that with. Let's check on colonialism. Since spread in any of my provinces. It's slowly getting there. Let's do advancement effort. Why not? Apparently, Sweden can handle most of the enemies in my homelands, and I've just got to focus on the actual English military. Who, oddly enough, are not actually fighting their rebels, rather focusing on me. Still got a long way to go to get that war score high enough. Really? You're going to attack me there? I don't think that was a smart move, England, but... take the stability hit, I guess. They've got a very good general there and their king. Let's see if we can actually catch them. I don't know where they're going to flee to. It's going to either be here or here. If they flee to the right one, we'll wipe them out. If I get it wrong, we're in trouble. They are fleeing to Norfolk. This is an opportunity, I think. No, they're not. They're fleeing to there. Catch and wipe out, please. They got away. Never let it be said the AI isn't actually good at running away, because they are. Especially England, it seems. I can call allies into the war. The planet would join. Short join, you're gonna die anyhow. Need 16,000 men, and we can't win this that easily. We can smash the English army, we've got a shot, but let's slacken recruiting standards. Oh, we can't. Oh. I'll raise a genius level general, though, which will allow me to slacken recruiting standards. I just got to get that general in charge of my army, which means I need to occupy a province. We've lost the siege of London. We stack wiped them. Perfect. Except for the loss of siege of London. Slottenberg separatists. Not what I want to see. Can I? Can't do that. Okay. Scottish separatists up north are nice, but I don't think I can support rebels, can I? Oh, if I spy on them, I might be able to. England can just endlessly rebuild. This is ridiculous how fast they're rebuilding. Okay, let's stick genius level commander here. We really do need to take London. Oh, we've lost the siege of Lothan. That's why. We need to regain that province. Let's... Portugal. What are you doing here, buddy? Run away, run away, run away, run away, run away. Oh my... My army's going to get killed by English rebels, rather than the actual English who I'm trying to fight. Because the fact that rebels don't fight each other is annoying. Okay, that's it. We're going Golden Age. I can't enact my Golden Age, apparently. There we go. Come on. Nope, I'm gonna lose that fight too. Great! Time to double down on my military, yes. And my army's gonna get stack wiped. Look at this. Look at this. I ordered a retreat to the north rather than the south, but you went for the south. Shoot. This is not good. There we go. You're retreating to there, but not further north. Really? Okay. If we can take Lothan, we might have a shot here. We just need our armies to actually rebuild. We can at least get a province out of this, maybe. If we're lucky. There we go. Okay. Oh, Savoy is almost willing to leave the war. Why is that? Is that the Palatinate? That is the Palatinate. Okay. Let's give this a shot. Unless England's willing to make peace, and I don't actually have a diplomat capable of taking English peace at the moment. That's a problem. We should win this fight. Okay, we won that fight. They would actually return it all. Okay. Why did Scotland own that province? Weird. Maybe we've somehow beaten the English? I doubt it. England seems to have an endless reserve of troops. Lucky nations. Yeah, they still have 48,000 men. Let's just merge these all together. We are actually maxed out on admin power. And we still don't have the Renaissance. I guess I'll use that. And we are going to take exploration, right? I'm gonna have to wait on that. We can do Declaration of Indulgence though. Why can't I take out the war goal? Because I don't actually control the war goal. I do control the war goal, but Scotland doesn't. I can take those three, but I don't get the war goal. Portugal and Savoy will still be there for the next round. I just don't want to risk losing this fort or having to fight the English. The other option is I force them to annul their treaties and come back later. I don't have enough war score. Okay. Come on. There we go. I suppose I could just endlessly grind it out till I actually won, but okay. Let's see if I force them just to annul treaties. How much can I actually get given back to Scotland? One province. I want West March of all places. And I can't get the Hebrides. But I would not have to deal with Portugal or Savoy later on. You know what? Let's leave Savoy as an ally, because they're not a problem. It's more Portugal as a threat. Return the Hebrides and East March, but we prefer Ayrshire ideally. Let's say we don't want the Inner Hebrides. And we force their null treaties with Portugal. They don't have an alliance with Austria anymore. West March. Yeah, we'll do that. Not exactly what I want, but it'll do for now. I don't know what happened to the Scottish rebels that were right there. I think they're gone. We have to get rid of 4 troops. Let's just merge 4 of these guys. And split in half, send you to there. You didn't get our war goal, which is a little annoying. We did survive. Oh, hello, Average. What happened was England... Yes, your general is in fact still alive. England pretty much ignored the fact they are in the War of the Roses, literally just to try and kill me. So I had trouble. They actually had way more. They had an endless supply of mercenaries. I couldn't beat them. I have regained 2 provinces for Scotland, 18 development, and I forced them to lose their alliances with their allies in the south, which means England is only allied to Savoy at the moment, so there's an opportunity to come back. However, I did end up using up the golden era, so we have very limited time to fully use it to its potential. Scotland still got Liberty Desire. You know what? I think we're not going to take Diplotech. We're going to take the 2 colonists. That way I can actually start to colonize. And we are going to be friendly with the natives. Very friendly with the natives right now. And Count's Feud can in fact fire, so I've got to be careful of that. And how bad is this money loss? Pretty bad. Got a lot of mercenaries. Regrettable there. Mothball the fort. So let's mothball the army to some degree. Let's separate out our light ships. We'll protect trade and loot backs in the moment war. Get a little bit more income. Great power map mode. There is a great power map mode. Where is that? This is what the great powers look like. I am 5th. England is 2nd. So that was a pretty brutal war. In reality, I should not easily have won that, but I did. So let's pull 3 heavy ships out, put an explorer in charge of them, and send them out to explore North Atlantic, I guess. And rather than getting rid of you, Average, we will switch you into a general, get rid of the other guy. You're welcome. That is where we are at the moment. We are in debt, we are losing money, and that is mainly because I have a level 2 morale advisor. Problem solved. Mostly. Okay, time to rebuild a bit. Spend time, recover, rebuild. Okay. And we wasted way too many monarch points on that, but I don't have any choice really, do I? Okay, we really need Diplo points. We don't even have an admin idea group, so I can't do anything there. Wait, Holstein's poor. Let's up this province a little bit. Oh, I need to get colonialism spreading to my capital. At least this land is You know what? Since I'm developing, let's do this instead. Actually, you know what? Since I don't actually have a colonial region, I can in fact send my colonists to my own lands and try and improve it that way. It's a good province to use it on. Holstein, maybe? We'll send you to there for now. It's going to cost me the full money to do so, though. At least we're exploring. I don't think we're actually going to reach the New World, unfortunately, but... How much longer am I streaming for? I am streaming for another hour, probably. And yes, there are people. I don't know how many people are actually chatting at the moment. Average, I think they're probably doing what most people tend to do when they watch YouTube, and that's do other things at the same time. There's still a chance for a Scottish revolt up there. Hopefully it happens. England caught my spies. Still in the War of the Roses, amazingly. Still doing way too good, still. Can we rebuild much? Okay, the army is slowly rebuilding, which is really what matters. Ugh. Come on, I need more church power, I need more conversion. What does the Protestant look like? Sweden went Protestant, which is nice. Ragusa went Protestant. Other than that, Protestantism's not doing so hot. The Reformed faith doing rather terrible, in matter of fact. Poland, on the other hand, should be relatively tolerant of the new faith. Netherlands. Let's send you to allies. We have no hope of electing our ruler in Poland at the moment, so I'm not even trying. House Moore has ended the War of the Roses. England is still disgustingly stable, and has in fact allied themselves to Milan, and has 65,000 troops. What's going on in Scotland? They are hopelessly in debt. I guess I'll send money. It's not going to help much. I can do this, New World Charter, which oddly enough also, I believe, boosts chance there as well, which is weird. Whatever. Thank you, Average. It's not a problem. How am I doing in real life? I am doing quite well. I've had a week off to kind of do what I want, so I've been relaxing, taking it easy, and then I'm back to working hard next week. We, in fact, can annex Sweden. Is it worth it, though? I kind of want to annex Sweden, but at the same time, it's still really expensive in a lot of time. Okay. Who's Emperor of the Achery? Anahalt still. We beat up Dithmarschen then? No. We take over Pomerania? No. Take over Mecklenburg? No. We take Brandenburg? Definitely not. Could we take over Oldenburg? Maybe. East Frisia has in fact joined the Achery. You know what, I think I'll leave Germany alone for a little while. I've got to take over the British Isles first. And we have 9, almost 1,000 debt, ow. And we still have not yet discovered a colony area. We're a little shy of finding all of Greenland. Ooh! England has, as a matter of fact, gone Anglican now, which is going to destabilize them even more. If it was possible for England to have more trouble. So, that's positive. Still going to be a nightmare for me to reoccupy it, but... I can discover the Timurids now. Cool, I've discovered the Timurids. Awesome. Thank you, Average. How's the Danish Empire doing? Not too well. Danes, there's a reason I don't usually play as Denmark. They kind of suck as a country in this game. That's unfortunately the sad fact of the matter. I already have institution spread on this. Not developing you anymore, so let's cancel that. How much money do I need? I don't have nearly enough. Okay, spreading. It's spreading fairly well. Unfortunately, since I took over the center of trade in Lubeck, it's been degraded and it's not nearly as valuable as it was. Because I killed off all the people who are actually steering trade to it. In retrospect, not my brightest move. Give a province to the clergy for no other particular reason than I want to. I could do draft ships for war. I could support them, so let's actually do that. Draft heavy ships for war. We've got to be able to kill the English Navy. If I can kill the English Navy, then they can't get reinforcements. And one-on-one, it's a struggle, but I might be able to beat them. I have 50, almost 50 years still of a golden age to do so. But I have no manpower. Actually, I believe I've got, yeah, my army almost at full maintenance anyhow, so let's just put it back to full. My colonists has improved the base tax by 1, lovely. Corruption's still a nightmare. Let's focus Diplo power again. I'm just so far behind in tech right now, I gotta recover. Thanks for not invading Germany, yeah. I want to invade Muscovy. Muscovy's actually having problems. How is this occurring? Weird. I have 3 years, then I could theoretically have Poland help me fight Muscovy, which I'd like to do, but let's get another claim on some of England's provinces. The big thing I need is the Danelaw region, which I'm trying to remember which that specifically is. I believe it's Northumbria. Oh no, it's all of Eastern England. Oh well. And then I have to convert it to English culture too. At least Scotland is loyal now. Small progress. Of course, now the vassal fee they have is killing them. Move troops to Russia? Not right now. I need to rebuild my military first. Then I'll move troops over there. Besides, I can't attack for a couple of years anyhow. Plus, if Muscovy loses the war, there's a very good chance that I'm going to get the land back to Novgorod anyhow. I just rivaled the Timurids because there's no really any other threat nearby I need to rival. 900 gold to get this one. Oh well, we'll wait. We have no choice. Reinforcement cost is a problem. Austria has once again become Emperor of the HRE, as Anhalt apparently has fallen to Protestantism. And there's a chance for Bohemia to become Emperor, but I don't think that's going to occur. The Palatinate has recovered to 4 provinces? 4 provinces, wow. And I've got favors with Bohemia. I can in fact attack England again in 5 years. We'll go with purity of our faith, why not? We still have a long ways to go to get full religious unity. It's taking quite some time. Unfortunately, the centers of Reformation are working in the HRE, which in that sense is good, but I haven't had a new heir actually, Average, since you've been gone. It's still Dorothea, because she was like 20 when you left, I think. So, yeah. She hasn't died yet, so I haven't had a new heir. So I haven't been able to name anything. Besides, I don't even think Black Cat is here anymore. Might need to create some new states, honestly. Unfortunately, I have a lot of border gore right now, and that's a problem. I don't really have any good states to make states out of. Although Lubeck might not be a bad one. Yeah, you know what? Let's make Lubeck into a state. You can always give it to the burghers. Make money out of that. There we go. I could also pull it out of the HRE. I'm not sure if I want to, though. Right now it's weakening the HRE. Without it, they'd actually be stable. I need to just make money. Can I antagonize Novgorod? I think I can. Yes, I will antagonize them slightly. And I think I can get diplomatic power. Once I get the institution, I can actually get Diplotech finally. Which would be amazing. Yeah, I still can't reach anything in the New World. So, stalled for a moment. Slow progress. Still got another hour, so no particular rush. Plus now we're Protestant, so in the long run it will work out for us. We actually have positive prestige now. And we can catch up to England and Miltech once we get the silly institution. A lot of what I can do is lock behind this institution right now. 25% penalty is awful. Uh-oh. The Reform Faith? Oh no, it's being converted to Protestant. Oh, I thought one of my provinces was converted to the Reformed. Guess not. Well, that's nice to see. And my heavy ships are being constructed. Still don't have any income. Why am I so negative in income? It's my mistake. Oh, I've got an army drilling, that's why. Let's stop you from drilling. Forget that drilling gives you essentially full cost. Well, I do need some army professionalism. It's not worth it right now. That was not what I intended to have happen. There we go. We can get another reform. Which form do we want? Nobles of the Robe, administrative, or I hate trying to figure that out. Meritocratic recruitment. This doesn't work well in English. We're going to take the clergy for the free policy again once we actually get policies. Neither of them are going to be particularly wonderful, but we'll work with what we can get. I wish this institution would spread faster. 800 gold. I can't. The worst part is I'm still 1,000 gold in debt. Can't do anything about it. You know what? Let's do faster spread of the institution in True Faith provinces. Should help a lot. Yeah, now it's going to spread rather fast. Good. Fire advisors? Yeah, I could fire advisors, but I still want the monarch points. That's the thing. If I fire the advisors, I actually fall further behind in tech in the long run. If I took loans, actually, I'd catch up faster, but Won't help. Let's get some support from the clergy. Get some support from the nobles. I could almost get 3 of those and get the tax. We do need the Diplotech though. 456 power, so it's pretty cheap. Despite a 26% penalty. Okay. Spreading into Norway. I'm almost tempted to just debase my currency or something. Get some coffee. Yeah, coffee. Spruce you right up, huh? I don't tend to drink coffee though, sadly. The other thing that's hurting me is actually having the colonist going. Should probably stop that. Yeah, that would save me 2 gold. Sorry, colonists, we are going to stop promoting settlement growth. I always forget that that's worth 2 whole gold a month with a colonist. So now we're actually making money. I think we got, what, 1 base tax out of it? So, not an entire waste. Armies are rebuilding. We have how many years till England can attack me? Less than a year. Ooh. That's not good. I expect most of that money is due to the reinforcement, or at least I hope it is. Oh, bother. Just when we needed something positive going for us, we lose stability. Actually, this isn't that bad right here. We got another aspect of faith. Any of these could be useful. Production efficiency would be nice. National unrest wouldn't be terrible either. Development cost later on is good, but discipline would be huge if we fight England. If we don't, how many months will this take? 50 months. Let's do production efficiency because we're hurting with money. There we go. Slightly positive income. The army's rebuilding, which is key. Reinforcing all the way, or close enough. So at least if a fight comes against England, we're not entirely helpless. I should also merge my navies. At least get all my heavy ships functioning together. Can I draft ships for war again? Oh, quite a few years. 25 years. Wow. That's a long delay. We'll take the tax guy. A little bit more income overall. 1 per month. It's positive, at least. And while it's unlikely we'll actually be able to destroy England in a navy fight, we're at least going to have some troops. And I'll give Holstein to the burghers just to make more money out of it. Oh, come on. We just need this reform. Or, sorry, institution. At some point I'm going to max out on military power, which is going to be funny. Because that's what I get. I'm going to get like 2-3 military techs. I suppose I could be taking military ideas right now, but there's no big bonus you get. Anyhow, since we're kind of sitting here, any questions while I wait? People have been kind of quiet. It's pretty much just average and me talking. Fortunately, I'm stalled, and I hate being stalled in this game because I know you have to keep expanding. Okay, England can attack us as of August. So I have to be aware of that. I gotta have a full, really want a full military, but I can't. I'll lower the army maintenance as far as I can, I guess. Stop you from drilling. Did we manage to get back up to 5? We got to 4, so hire another general, I'll be good. Average, you don't have to keep asking. I don't need really any help right now. Find other games I can play safely on YouTube. That would be the biggest help. Can't circumnavigate. Let's actually pull you back and put you in charge of the fleet. There's a fight. We're going to have 8 heavy ships versus England's 8 or so heavy ships. Scottish rebels. No Scottish rebels, because they've all been crushed. Lovely. Perfect. What am I going to do with Russia? I want to fight Russia. Russia did beat the Crimea, I believe, slightly. How are they doing? Sorry, they're actually rather weak at the moment, but I can't risk it not with England right on my borders too. Unless I can call in more than one ally to this war. I can only call in Poland. Bohemia doesn't care, the Palatinate can't help. Oh, dilemmas, dilemmas, dilemmas. I can't risk leaving the British Isles though and letting the English kill off Scotland and me. Because once England takes over the British Isles, they'll form Britain, and they'll also be nigh on impossible to kick out. What Russia will do to me. Russia's not going to do anything to me at the moment, because they're not going to risk attacking Poland, me, Bohemia, and the Palatinate, who's not even matter. Doesn't matter. Poland, we could theoretically see the Commonwealth. I think it's Admin Tech 10, right? Is the Commonwealth? But I think they do need Danzig or Konsberg. Oops, my bad. I might have prevented that unintentionally. Sweden is actually in really good shape, unlike me. I'm trying to be clever and save monarch points, but it's just putting me in worse and worse shape. $600, so I could take 2-3 loans and that would do it. Yep, we've maxed out military power. You know what? Let's just get the stupid loans. How close are we? We've got it. Okay. I know, waste of money, waste of time, but I'm not going to wait forever. Not only that, I can now reach the New World with my colonists, or my exploration explorer. Okay, explore the North Atlantic. I guess we'll probably start to explore Greenland, and then we'll work our way back. More conversion, nice. Unfortunately that we have more loans, but we can actually kind of pay them off right now. And now I actually have a legitimate reason to catch up in Diplotech. 60-year-old queen. Once she dies, though, the heir is going to be really good at diplomacy. I wish Scotland wasn't broke, but they are. They're completely broke. It's too bad. I suppose I could improve their land a little, couldn't I? Is anything good? 44. Does that help Scotland at all? Probably not. They're just too far in debt. Okay, Kalmar. That's my... Well, that's Sweden's province. Why doesn't Sweden have a larger military? Weird. You know what? I might be able to sell knowledge now to, yes, Poland. That's going to be awesome. 3.5 gold a month. Awesome. This should handle all my loan problems. I should do EU4 classes? What do you mean? Not going to do... Yeah. I don't think enough people would watch stuff. I could do tutorial videos on different of the Europa mechanics, but there's just so many to explain. It's also hard to do them when they update them every month or two. 260. We need a year. Okay. I believe we have discovered a colonizable province. Or we will be. Average died. Average is dead. Rest in peace, Average. You have departed after good service. There we go. Eric's Ford. We can't actually colonize it. Great. We're just a little bit shy. Next, Diplotech, we can colonize it. Also, Poland, England. England is now fighting France. But I should and can I strike? I can strike. Is it going to be safe to do so? It's got 67. We have 44. We still have a slightly positive income. We need a better advisor, though. Problem is, both of my advisors there are good, but they're all level 2. We need a level 1 advisor. Land maintenance, not what we need either. I don't know what to do. Poland without Lithuania is nothing but trash. I have actually seen Poland do amazingly well without having Lithuania. They pretty much wiped out Hungary and invaded Bohemia. What to do with coalition rebel defensive war? What do you mean? You shouldn't get into those situations unless you mess up terribly. France is actually making a comeback on England, so their army is probably trapped in England, which isn't good. Get a new aspect of faith in a little bit. 15,000 men. We have enough to slacken professionalism once. You know what? We can call in the Palatinate, we can call in Poland. Let's try this. We are going to demand Northumberland. I have a level 4/6, level 3 general. Has some siege ability. Military-wise, we are tied with England, I believe. Yes. And our allies should easily overrun Venice and Savoy. The fear, of course, is if England concentrates all their troops, they can kill me off. I will raise war taxes, though. Scotland isn't going to contribute any troops because they're useless this round. No troops, no nothing. Also, I'm not going to be able to break into Ireland except through sheer dumb luck, so... Boy, England has a lot of transport ships, but no actual combat ships in that fleet. Too bad I can't catch it off guard. Brittany's offering me money. No, thank you. Ooh. Diplo power and money. I'm going to take the money, unfortunately. Okay, those two loans. Open the war tab. There's the war tab. They've got more cannon. I think some of that's Savoy. Yeah, some of it's Venice. We actually have more cannon than England. Or we're about the same. If I can break through the forts, I've got a fighting chance. Westmarch should hold England's from ability to break up into northern Scotland. Honestly, the best opportunity would be if England landed their troops in Denmark itself. But they're not going to. They have 12 heavy ships. Wow. And Lithuania has rebels like you wouldn't believe. And apparently, Venice has 28,000 infantry, which is rather amazing when you think about it. That's a very powerful Venice. Anyhow, let's see how this goes. I will raise one mercenary to quick siege. If I can take over London, this will go a lot better. Where's their military? England, where are you? I assume you're... Yeah, they're fighting in France, so they may not actually have a military up here, really. And... Nope, they're not locked in yet. They are locked into moving into London, though, so... Victory there. You guys are marching to... Gloucester. Okay. Yep. See, figured as much. They saw a one stack mercenary and said, "Oh, we've got to go kill them." Idiots. Okay, Baffin Bay has been discovered, although it's probably not called Baffin Bay because of the other stuff. Have I ever gone to Maryland? Yes, I have been in Maryland multiple times in my life. I almost considered going to college there at one point, but I didn't end up doing so. You know what? Since I have the superior advantage, let's take the forts. Then I can fight for the actual provinces. As long as England doesn't come back, I've got this war in the bag. Specifically, my troops should also be fighting England's armies in Europe themselves. Poland doesn't seem to be beating Venice, though, and that is concerning. They're too concerned over the rebels that Sweden has. Hey, Novgorod has troops. Awesome. I'm wondering when does Novgorod get there? Must be the next one. They get the Republican tradition. We're going to try and keep them around as much as possible because republics generate an insane amount of power. I don't eat fish. I like fish. So I wouldn't know if Maryland has good seafood or not. Cool if it did. Oh, that is lovely. Scottish Pretender Rebels just rose up as the English march through the lands. Lovely. It's not going to solve the problem, but still pretty awesome. Let's separate and do quick sieges. Clearly, at some point, I'm going to have to retake that fort, but I think I'll save that for the London army. And since I'm still in the Golden Era, should also boost my ability to take provinces. Oh, Drunken Explorer, that's a pretty standard event. I don't really dare separate my troops any further, considering how good England has been at rebuilding. Ah, they're using a conquistador to fight the wars. No wonder they have a slight advantage there. One of their armies has fled into Ireland. Nice to see. That means their army can't really march back. They'll have to sail. England will only give me money. They don't consider this war to be enough to actually have to give up land yet. Well, we will disabuse you of that notion as soon as my ally can actually apparently beat Venice. It's kind of concerning how good Venice is doing. France is struggling versus England and Austria. Wow, that is a double whammy. Oh yeah, we're almost to 1,000, what is it, 1,200 subscribers. Hopefully we'll get there soon. No, I'm going to take the Diplotech. Let's just do it this way. Send one unit, send you to there. Come on, catch them before they get out of Derby, please. There we go. Split in half. There we go. We have enough range to reach the New World. Or at least Greenland. Which is very not green, but that's how it was sold to colonists, was it's Greenland. Hey, what'd you know? False advertising was a thing back in the, it was like the, what, 800s-900s? Okay, we have a problem. England has arrived with their military. Apparently I've done enough damage that they feel threatened, so let's retreat. Because that army is dead. Now comes the true fight. Can I kill off a returning English army before they kill me? The Palatinate is out, so that actually does boost my war score a bit. Let's try and cut you off before you get out of Cornwall. There we go. Easy victory there. A ruler has died. We have a new heir to the throne, which I didn't get a chance to name, so... yeah, that's a thing. Apparently we have a chance to fire the Count's feud. Stability less than 1. Or he's ruled for less than 60 months. Oh joy, that's not good. That's a nasty one. Wow, okay. I don't know how I'm going to deal with that. On the other hand, the English military is dying like flies here. And does Venice want to leave? They're getting there. We can peace out Venice. That would be wonderful. My allies are too busy concerned trying to save Lithuania to actually fight the stupid war. Oh well, that happens. Yeah, if enough people subscribed, we'd get to 1,200. I don't know when I'm gonna get there though. Raise war taxes, I think? Nope, I already have war taxes raised. England has landed a fleet up in Scotland, army up in Scotland. Oh, apparently our ruler's Bavarian, so there's an even greater penalty there now. How do I stop you? Religious unity of at least 100, or have a regency council. We're never going to get to 100 religious unity, are we? That is a problem. I'm a little bit annoyed how good England is actually doing here. Because they have all those forts in France, they're not actually that willing to surrender. Jeez, they're frustrating. Coventry, can we catch you there, or are we going to have to chase you into Oxford? Oh, no, Gloucester, apparently. Let's get... there we go. War score cost versus other religions. Exactly perfect, because England happens to be Anglican. Wonderful. What games do I like? I like strategy games. Strategy or adventure games. Let's see, I can call Bohemia into the war. Let's do that. Come on, come forth, Bohemia, and help me. Also, in the meantime, let's royal marriage our way into Poland and everybody. New queen consort. Another royal marriage. This will almost be all of England's provinces here occupied. So then it will be a matter of letting my allies try and take out England's continental holdings. While we save Scotland here from themselves. Star Wars Battlegrounds. I don't think I actually bought that one. MMORPG games are fun, it's just there's no real demand to play them on YouTube. Or they don't work well, unfortunately. Some of them don't record very well. Venice is willing to leave the war, that is good. 54% war score. This might be my opportunity here. What can I get from you, England? First off, oops, let's return as much land as we can to Scotland. Since there's no overextension from that, really. Really? They won't even give up that much. Oh, there must be a fort in England. Okay. Can we take this? That would cause a coalition. I could almost do that, which would cause a coalition, but not the worst one. It would also pretty much kick England out of England and leave them with only their French lands, which ironically are turning out to be larger than their English lands. This is awkward. It takes a long time to grind out an entire Europa game. I mean, I've done what? Almost, what am I at? 2.5 hours of recording, and we've only played, what, 40 years of gameplay? So, to put in perspective, it takes forever. Apparently England is somehow at war with Spain. Ooh. Oh! That is perfect. I'm just going to now sit here, pretty much let this war score tick up, because first off, we're going to have the Count's feud, which is going to be a nightmare to deal with. But also because Spain has now entered the war to help me fight them. Also, if I can peace out Savoy, I'll get more lands. So, I don't know what the criteria is to deal with the Count's feud. All I know is pretty much I think my ruler dies, which is going to be a problem. Our heir is 9. Our king is 10. He's a good diplomat, though. It's a shame he's going to die. Eric's fort, of course, is going to take forever to reach full colonialization status, and apparently, where is Scotland colonizing? Sorry, it was telling me Scotland was colonizing earlier, so I want to know where they are colonizing. Colonial maintenance. Oh, maybe they're using it to develop their lands. That might be what they're using it for, because they definitely haven't reached the New World. Unless, of course, somehow they've gone to Brazil, of all places. That must be it. Scotland must be using their colonists to improve their own lands. Actually, that's what I did for a long time there, Rio Jose, is I kept starting and stopping, starting and stopping, starting and stopping, starting and stopping, until I actually felt I knew what I was doing. Once I did that, I actually did fully play out a full game. It just takes a while to feel like you actually know what you're doing. I want to get into Ireland. Come on, Spain. You've got a navy. Deal with it. In other news, though, apparently Lithuania has in fact made it to England's French lands. If I can get away... Whoa! Just knocked something off my desk. If we can get away with it, I wouldn't mind giving France back some land as well, if I can't take it all myself. So long as France doesn't actually get lands in England, I'm all set. Also, if somebody can siege down Savoy, that would be lovely. Or persuade them to leave. Nope, apparently not. Come on, Savoy. England has in fact lost the war. Just give up. See, England's going to keep that fleet there so long as I am trying to take this strait. But apparently they've been pushed off of it by the Portuguese, which is amazing. Oh, nope, apparently not. Apparently they decided they wanted to try and kill off my explorer, so they pulled their fleet out of the straits to pursue it, and then it got back safely. Even Spain and Portugal together can't fight the English Navy. That is sad. That is truly, truly disappointing. I'm going to make this an objective for Poland, if you would. Please take over Savoy. I don't really care about much else. I want Savoy out. Unless you're also going to wipe out an English army. What is it, average? That is an average. There we go, Savoy is gone. I have 87 war score versus England. Okay. Surely I can get some land out of this now. Let's just double check what I actually need for the Danelaw region. All of that. Can I take all of that? I in fact can take all of that, but there'd be one heck of a coalition versus me. So let's not do that. Let's do that. Force them to return land to France. Why not? Give France back a couple provinces, make them a little bit richer. But let's take back York and give can we give Paris back to them? Can't. Too high war score. Let's give Paris back to France. Let's give Orleans back. There we go. It's not perfect, but it will devastate England. It will make me that much richer and will ensure that France, hello cat, ensure that France isn't as dead as they were. England is still a higher range game. Oh, actually, that probably hasn't calculated yet. Let's give it a month and then see if we're actually still behind where England is rated. I don't think we should be. Danish Britain is now a thing. And, oh no, Lithuania has in fact gained independence. Well, there is now useless Poland. Great. And they're rivaled me. Yes, we have a cat. Sure, I'll be friends with you, average. I can make you a general if you want to, and I can also turn down the music a little bit, but I didn't think it was that loud. So, give me a sec. There we go. Music is turned down slightly. We only got like 17 or so more minutes, or actually 22 technically, so I started a little bit early. Sweden is now colonization. Or colonization, technically. Can I get Bohemia? Oops. Nope, don't want to do that. I want to talk to Bohemia. You do not need knowledge sharing. Okay. Palatinate does not need knowledge sharing either. No one needs knowledge sharing. Okay. Unfortunately, now I'm not going to be able to kill Russia because Lithuania is not going to help. Okay. Let's boost autonomy in those, otherwise we're going to get clobbered by rebels. And the Count's feud is going to form any moment now. And let's fabricate a claim on London, why not? There we go. London, Kent should be enough for a repeat war with England, and then put you guys down to outraged countries. Come on, a little bit more. One more day. There we go. One more day is all I needed. Let's put you to target subjects. That way Scotland and everybody will be dealt with. And I can pay off a loan. Multiple forts. Lower army maintenance. Positive. Because in the long run, helping them would be better. I don't think it really matters that much. Average, one or the other. Spanish, probably going to be more useful in the long run if you're in the US. But if you're German, learn German, I guess. The reason I did not take as much money possible as from England is in the long run, having France still alive and having, more importantly, having England distracted with killing France weakens them more. I'd much rather have England have a lower future force limit than otherwise. See that? They're down to 55, so we pulled off 14 from them, and we are in fact larger than them. That was almost a couple 100-point swing on England's part. And we just managed to sneak in under 100 overextension thanks to the Golden Age and the cheaper war score for provinces. So we have, how many more loans to repay? Still 1,000 ducats, I guess, technically. Let's do that. New World Charter. Should allow another payment. Okay. 700 some gold. So we're going to end up sitting for a while. And now I have to deal with a cat walking over my keyboard. Hello, cat. I have a very large black cat right in front of me. So if I miss some stuff on the side screen, I might mess up a little. Count's Feud. Support the current monarch or support the pretender. We're going to support the current monarch. Oh, that is actually kind of convenient. Part of the rebel stack is actually in England. Where's the other rebels? There. Okay, ferry you back, throw up that fort. That fort. Then we should be able to wipe them out without too much trouble. However, ending the Count's Feud requires a stability of 3. Whoa. Okay. That's going to be a while, because I've got to core all this land first. Is my channel logo my cat? No, but it is of a cat. And the reason it is that is because my cat happens to be a black cat. So very lucky when it crosses my path. Who is hitting the mainland holdings? That would still be Spain and Brittany. So Spain, yeah. Luckily, for some reason, Spain is not killing France. I could actually ally myself to France at the moment. I kind of want to, but France is not a great power, so they're really not worth keeping alive at the moment. So. Yeah, let's take the idea. We can finally progress a little bit down my idea trees. And the Danish pretender rebels are taking over provinces. Long way to go on coring. 2 whole years to core. Wow. I also should start moving to integrate Sweden soon, reasonably soon. While I still have the 10% monarch point cost from the golden era. But I really should wait on that until we can get cheaper diplomatic annexation cost, which will be at least 2 years, if not a little bit more. Okay. English holdings are almost dealt with. Hopefully the English don't get better allies in the long run. Currently they have no allies, which is awesome. Let's take you out. Even though the pretender we had was a better ruler than our current ruler, I didn't think it worth taking because of the much larger rebels. I didn't want to have to deal with large rebel stacks if I could avoid it. How is our conversion going? Are we still converting? We should still be converting. Why are we not converting? What is going on? Oh, it's not a full core. Okay. Yeah, I forgot that was a thing. So in the meantime, though, that means I can turn this off. Put on stability cost modifier, because we need 2 stability. I have to wait a while there, and can't really do anything about that either. Hopefully. Pretender rebels, though. Why so many pretender rebels? Oh, it's just the general counts feud disaster. Okay. Okay. Catholic zealots in Scotland. Oh, if I had enough monarch points, we could end this revolt now. As it is, I'm going to have to wait and deal with it in a minute. Let's go take out these Catholic rebels before they start converting all of Scotland. I wouldn't say Bohemia is average. They are, in fact, the most stable country in the game. They are known for their stability. They get lots of events that give them more stability. They don't have any major disasters. They're a large nation. They are a kingdom inside the HRE. They're not an average nation. They're definitely one of the secondary powers in the game. A little bit low at great power, but not weak either. At the beginning of the game, outside of Austria, because they're wholly owned empire, they're the strongest country in the HRE, which makes them very powerful. Okay, we've got 13 more minutes on this live stream before I'll take a break from it for a while. I can't repress the rebels still. I don't have enough military power. Ah, rebels revolted on my capital. That is not a good sign. Quick ferry them over if you would, please. And can you guys actually convert or core these provinces at a reasonable pace, please? Because not only do I have to core them, I then also have to convert them and then wait till separatism disappears to culturally convert them. So it's going to be a while before I could do the Iron Price achievement. AI Austria doesn't tend to take over Bohemia until they get the 5 electors thing. I've seen it happen like once or twice. They've actually conquered them. Considering Bohemia doesn't have a ruler for the first couple of years of the game, it makes them extraordinarily weak. So, but you can get around that. They're okay at tech. I wouldn't say they're amazing. They do get a cheaper tech cost, which is lovely, but usually when you play them, you don't focus tech, you focus military. Let's take out this army. Nice. I did lose a half decent amount of men though, which kind of sucks. Okay, we have to get to 300 something. What is it for this? 363. We could 10% cheaper. We could make it 10% cheaper, not we 10% cheaper it. We can make it 10% cheaper by switching over one of our religious things. Comes to it. Let's finish this and end the Count's feud before we worry about annexing Sweden. Scottish separatists. Can I raise autonomy on you? Probably. It might not be enough. Oh, Lothon and East March as well. Let's harsh treat you then. We just need this cord along May of next year. Okay, May of next year, then we can end the Count's feud. I will see, as a matter of fact, if the new patch breaks Iron Man status. If it does, I will stay on the old patch at least until I finish off the Moogle's achievement run. However, if I do that, the Moogle achievement run will also be shorter, because once I get the achievement, the main achievement I'm heading for, I'll probably stop it there. We'll do that. More diplomatic relations, always a good move. Uh-oh. No, cat, don't touch that. Don't step on my actual computer, please. Okay, never mind. Cat just almost walked into my computer and over my keyboard, which would have been a disaster. Because inevitably, he will manage to do a Control-Alt-Delete something. Hello, sweetheart. You're a wonderful cat. Now, please don't step on my keyboard. Or apparently just whack me in the face with your tail for fun. Okay, our colony is not going well in Eric's Ford, is it? It's slow because of the Arctic. There we go. Let's finish off this group of rebels. We just have to hold out a little bit longer. And then we can end the stupid Count's feud. Okay. Let's do this diplomatic one. Cheaper diplomatic annexation cost. That way when we actually start annexing Sweden, it'll be nice and quick. Hopefully. Fingers crossed it'll be easy. Even though, unfortunately, Sweden is such a great union. Oh well, I've got really no choice. I've got to get rid of them. They're too big to really keep around in the scheme of things. How big are they, as a matter of fact? Oh, it doesn't actually tell me how... Oh, they don't actually have a penalty for development. Interesting. I thought they would have a negative penalty for being large. Let's solve this Count's feud. There we are. That should stop the Count's feud. Aftermath. Legitimacy ducats prestige. You know, I'm actually going to read this. Because I've never actually finished the Count's feud. After the victory at Alberg, General Rantzau and his army fought the Battle of Okenegdsburg. That's terribly wrong. On June, the rest of his army was definitively defeated. They were able to hold out when they were forced to capitulate several months of siege. The Count's feud was officially over. Nobles regrouped and healed the rifts through intermarriage. The most powerful Danish nobility in Scandia at the time, Bill and Brahe, protected their families and wealth through marriage. They married to protect their family, formed a political alliance. The peasant consequences cost all the parties dearly. Many were forced to purchase their lives with great gifts to both the king and the nobles. The peasants' dissatisfaction was made worse, and the nobility began to stick together even more after this incident. Christian III's rule saw the rise of royal absolutism in Denmark, and with it greater repression of the peasants' classes. Another consequence of the Count's feud was the introduction of a Swedish army into Scandia, which whetted the Swedish appetite to gain the land for themselves and never left. It depends on what your view is and who you're talking to, Average. The US political system, particularly today, is rather broken, so that makes it very hard to have opinions on things. So, yeah, I think we're good on that front. We've stopped the revolts. Let's mothball the forts. Let's mothball the armies. Let's repress the Scottish separatists. And see what we're at. Okay, we still have a little bit of Scottish rebels, but not a big problem. We can go after England, who's still being clobbered by Spain, in 11 years. Awesome. And apparently Spain actually has an army in England, which is impressive. And it also looks like Brittany is going to become a much larger force, which I'm a fan of. Unfortunately, I've never seen Brittany do that well, nor would I ever really want to play Brittany because of how bad their starting position is. Although they do have solid ideas, which kind of redeems it slightly. Faster colonization, if you would. Actually, no. Actually, what we need to do is we need to start annexing Sweden, right? Because Sweden is just having problems and it's not a real help. It would cost me a fair amount, but I'm going to do that. It'll be done in 15 years, and then I'll just make most of that land states because I can afford it. East Anglia, though, we will add 2 states. Oh, I can't core it all. Oh, that's too bad. I was hoping I could core it all immediately and start converting, but I guess I can start with 1. Come on. There we go. 83, ow. Religious unity enforced. There we go. Progress will be made. Yeah, you have to be tolerant of it all. As much as people say that tolerance is a stupid thing, there's a reason tolerance exists, and that's to prevent, really the rise comes about of preventing wars and fights. If you let everything bother you so much, eventually it will lead to problems. And that is an unfortunate reality of humanity, is if we have an opportunity to fight over something, we will. So, a lot of times that happens in families. But it's important to remember, if it's a family member, they might actually be trying to help you. We'll lose the 100 Diplo power points, even though I don't want to. How is the Danish Empire doing at ruling the seas? Terrible. There's no point in building a fleet until I can stop England. Once I can beat up England, then I can actually start building a fleet, because no one else except for Spain will actually ever have a navy, or Portugal will ever have a navy worth worrying about. I think we're like 3rd in navy size, or 2nd. We're pretty powerful in the naval aspect. So we are 8th in the world in military size. And we are, let's reorder this, 4th in the world in terms of naval size. Spain, England, Ottomans are slightly larger than me. That's because the Ottomans are, you know, doing fairly well. They've conquered. Wait a second. This is weird. I have very rarely ever seen this happen. The Ottomans have, in fact, skipped the Mamluk land here and instead taken Egypt. That is weird. Also, I don't know if you guys care, but I was playing a Marwar game earlier, and the Pope colonized Vietnam. The Pope had a colony in Vietnam, and throughout the world, the Pope had lots of colonies. They were a 4-province Pope, but they had charter companies in India. Very strange game. Very strange game. How in the world is England still fighting? This is amazing. They still have an army. It's crazy. Only 30,000 though, so England is collapsing, but slowly. Yeah, Spain reached the English mainland because I gave them military access. Yeah. Also, Spain actually has a fleet, so the English fleet don't always join up. England's not the best at keeping their fleets together. So there we go. Peace has been made. Wow, that was a terrible peace. So Spain took 1 province, Brittany took 3 provinces, and the Isles was released. So as a matter of fact, excuse me for a moment, I have a small war to fight and win. Reconquest. If you would, please go wipe those guys out. They don't need to exist. They have nothing worth existing for at the moment. So, we'll finish off the Isles. That'll give another province back to Scotland. Hopefully we'll make them actually positive income. I play with the Lucky Nations on because I'm an Iron Man. I'm in Iron Man mode because I'm doing achievements. So yeah, Lucky Nations are on. difficulty is normal. I've done hard before, but it isn't as fun for people to watch. Really, the difference between normal and hard and very hard is not so crushing as to make it so that you can't move from one to the other. It's just not worth doing for hard achievements. Oh, okay. Apparently the Isle of Man, I always forget this, does not have a walking path to it. I'm used to playing Crusader Kings, where that is like Insman or whatever. Isle of Man is you can just march onto it, so it feels a little bit strange. Wait about it that way. Oh wow, that is the weirdest way. So they moved from this province, which you'd think would be up here, but apparently registers in the C zone, close enough that I could just march through it. That feels very strange. I guess it works, but still weird. Because the province runs through 2 sea provinces. Not many provinces cover 2 sea provinces that are islands. We're going to execute our advisor because he's having an affair with our queen. Should have seen that one coming, buddy. Yeah, I'll end this once this war is over. And thank you for saying it was a good stream. There we go. Inner Hebrides has fallen. We'll return both provinces to Scotland, I believe. I think Scotland has claims on this. They do. Okay. Scotland. Scotland. We will move you back to there. We'll move you to there. Thank you, Spain, for essentially giving me 2 free provinces. Although you could have technically returned them to Scotland. There you go. The Scottish revival, in some sense. We're not going to hire Muscovites. We're going to do prestige for conversion, though. We're going to hire a level 1 guy there, who actually will reduce unrest. Come on. Game's lagging a little bit because of the long stream. We're not going to do advancement of religion. And once this army returns, we'll regroup, put that army away, and then we will stop. If people want, I can run a quick timeline of the game so far, in case you want to see where we're at, but essentially this is our empire. Sad that Poland lost Lithuania like right before they were going to get the Commonwealth, though. I do feel very sad for them. Also, apparently we lost our alliance with the Palatinate, which is a problem. Instead, we'll join Bavaria because they're of my dynasty. And then we'll stop. Just want to set it all up so when I start next time I don't realize that there's a chance for me to gain a union over Bavaria if a 17-year-old, 19-year-old dies. So that's where we're at. That's where we're going to stop. Thank you guys all for watching. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Other than that first war against England, and of course my initial start, things are going fairly well. It was an abominable start. So yeah, just so you guys can see, I'll do a quick timeline. So we're not too far into the game, so I'll run it. I'll still run it at speed 3, actually speed 2. So we conquered Teutons, took over the Baltic. We're going to be doing a war here. Yep, we just took over Novgorod's lands. I don't think we vassalized them yet. We took over Riga. Muscovy, of course, is expanding. I think our next war is actually against Scotland. Also, we took land from Pomerania. Somewhere during this, we've also vassalized Novgorod. There we go, Scotland. And that's where we were when we picked up today. Essentially. Give or take a little bit. Norway integrated and cored. Taking over of Lubeck should occur fairly soon. Yep, there we go. And the conquest of Scotland by England and then by me versus Scotland should have occurred. And then we should have the first disastrous war versus England. Yep, there we go. And then I don't think anything else is going to happen until the next war with England. Yeah, without Danzig, I guess they can't form it, which sucks. But I guess it worked. And there's our conquest of the eastern coast of England and the English defeat to the Spanish in Brittany. Bretons. So, okay, well, that will be it. So thank you guys. It was fun. Glad to see you guys. We had a reasonable turnout this time. So if you guys haven't done it, please subscribe and watch my other videos. Do lots of guides, do lots of Let's Plays. We also have a Discord if you guys want that. Average can provide that. And hope to see you guys all another time. Bye for now.